process is so stupid. Just to rent an apartment, they got the most ridiculous set of circumstances you need to go through. The requirements, they list out a bunch of requirements that if you could meet them, you wouldn't even live at this place. Your income has to be 3 times the rent. Why? If my income was 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 1.5 times the rent, what difference would it really make? I can sign the lease, get the keys, and get fired the same day. Y'all gonna come put me out if I get laid off from work? No, you just gonna expect your rent on the first.
Hey, what up? Welcome to A Couple of Blurs. I'm comedian Jal Judah, and I'm here with my awesome host, comedian George. And it's been a long day.
Yeah. Okay, basically, this and the next episode will technically be our Christmas, New Year's episodes.
Yeah, because we're taking a break next week, people.
Yeah. We'd probably do a short one because I got 4 days off or whatever, depending on what happens during these next 3 days.
Maybe we can do a casual enjoyer for Christmas. I mean, like you said, we want to do one together, so this would be a good time to do it.
What was it for? I forget.
I have no idea. We'll have to listen to the last episode, and you should too. Run those plays up.
I know we're going to watch, what was the name of that show you just shared? It was like Scavenger's Reign. Yeah, there we go. Damn, I got it right away.
It looked like something you were interested in. So like I actively try, like when I see things like art types that you like, or like the picture alone looked like something you'd be interested in. So I try to remember those things or send them to you.
Yeah. It looks cool.
Try to be a good girlfriend.
For a second there, because the picture was of a black character holding a notebook in like the desert, so I was like, oh fuck, did she find something that was like similar to Wyatt? I'm like, fuck. I was like, so I looked at the trailer, it was nothing. I was like, damn.
So I gave you a heart attack?
Like a little bit. I looked at the trailer to make sure.
Because when you text back, you like, what's this? I was like, a show?
And I looked at the trailer. I mean, it for a second there, I was gonna blame myself. I'm like, damn, that's what I get for like not working on my stuff and getting it out there because there's so many people out here that I don't think my stuff is like 1,000% unique.
Even though you don't believe in it, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun.
No, I believe in it. It's just I know I have to get it out before somebody else do with the same idea. I'm pretty sure somebody is another George somewhere, probably in Thailand or some shit. I don't know. Writing the same
Mexican George Jorge.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we went to go see the tree today. The old Christmas tree.
I mean, I did not expect a lot of the decorations to be hand painted.
No.
I like the Black Santa doing the Dougie and the stanky leg. It was cool. Then it had Gracie, but that Gracie looked like an acid trip a little bit. No. Charlie Brown. I've never gotten to do those things before. No. And so now it's like, got my little family. And
we got those little cheesy pictures in front of the tree.
My teenage child was just like, I'm not for it. I was like, I should have done this 10 years ago. Like, I miss having a little person that sees stuff and like, oh my God. But even now, I have more childlike wonder than her.
I think like, okay, when we went to the pizza place, right, and she was like super down, I think that's just insecurity. I think that's just like, because you saw the other younger folks there too. So like if she anything like me, like back when I was younger, I'll see them and think they judge me and shit like that, and like judging
she was like
who
that
they
at
with.
The tree too.
Yeah, I mean it's the same principle. Just yeah.
Cause her without her friends is a whole different person than her with her friends. So
yeah.
But it's just like, I think 90s sitcom families kind of ruined me. I was like, I just want to have a nice little moment where we just experience this together and da da da. And you was like, I don't want nobody to tell my shit. And she was like, life, what is it? Why?
Because there was all these damn weird ass signs like, no parking ever. Like,
no, the thing is, they don't, at night everything is free for all pretty much, unless it says,
that's a fucking trap.
Unless it says like,
So, hey, I parked in the same spot another Kia, like just moved, and that was mine. I was like, okay, they didn't move that Kia, so.
Right, but remember what I told you about Kia's parking?
Yeah.
Wherever one Kia park, right. It's like specifically with Souls, wherever one Kia Soul park.
No, we did that. Had some pizza. Cool day. I'm finna just go work out. Oh yeah, start working out again yesterday. I see results. Because I feel fat. I feel super. I look down. I'm like, it's a lot of death down there. So
let
it's
me
like,
tell you something.
and it just like looks when I look, it's just like damn. Some days I'm just like damn. I don't know if it's just what I eat or whatever. But I looked in the mirror with the shirt you bought me for Christmas, which it's technically too small.
Even though it was the right size,
yeah.
you know.
But I figured, okay, it's a good benchmark shirt to like, have like, okay, in like a year, I'm smaller now and it fits better. So I took it to the gym because it fits so well to it's like kind of shows off my arms a little bit. So I was like, I'm finna go to the.
You do have some nice arms.
So in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I don't look like as much trash as I think.
Well, it's like mentally in our head, we have this image of ourselves. And I think that's what we get hung up on a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like this. I just want to lose enough weight to see my coochie. That's it.
What if I have extreme body dysmorphia and I actually have a six pack? What if that's that? And all these years I just been too beautiful and people were too afraid to approach me.
I'll throw this phone at you.
This whole time. What if that was the case? It's not that I didn't have confidence. They were gaslighting me to think I didn't have confidence. I get it now. Whatever. Yesterday you had a show. We went to that as well because I called off, so I had an extra day this week.
But you were supposed to call out tomorrow, which either way you was gonna be at a show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still trying to go see Trey tomorrow. Today was his birthday. Shout out to comedian Trey Mack. Happy birthday. Yeah. So and then I helped him with a tag. He does a joke about rappers being sassy and like the sassy lyrics. And like the one he called, I was like, "Yo, you forgot one." He's like, "Which one?" I said, "Biggie told that girl, like, you so fine, I want to suck your daddy dick." He was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "It's sassy."
Yeah,
is that not sassy?
That's hella gay.
That's
you can't even
gay
walk.
Shit.
You could have just said, "Hey, I want to meet your father and thank him." Like nothing. No,
right.
That's a little extreme,
bruh.
But I did find two. Now you say that I do kind of still want to work on my rap suicide joke.
You need to. That's a good one.
It's just.
But no, like the show yesterday, it was pretty cool. Got to network with some of the younger comics. I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say it for you. Don't have to say it because you have to have more context. I see a lot of older black comedy shows, and what they laugh at is not fucking funny. It's like I don't know.
Have you ever sat and watched deaf comedy?
It's been a while.
Have you rewatched it?
That shit is not aged well.
But in some of it, I was sitting there, I was like, these niggas got on TV with this?
Yeah, it's like crazy.
And they still doing that style of jokes. But I mean, if that's your audience,
that's your audience. That's cool. To make it clear, I'm not saying these people ain't funny. All right, let's put that out there. But it's just the
stereotypes
content.
work better with older people.
Hey, I wrote like I told you, I wrote down. I ain't got the notebook on me, but I wrote down notes because we went to like multiple all black shows recently, and I've just been writing down notes. What do older black people like? And they like being danced. They like dance. They want you to fucking dance.
They like music. They love.
They love music. Start off. That's your set. First
Remember
5 minutes.
That one show we went to and the dude did music for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, he was just doing impressions of old songs. She was like, remember, because I got Anita Baker on my mind now because of her.
She was yelling at me so bad.
Y'all remember Anita Baker? He was just fucking doing that for 45 minutes, and the crowd was going crazy for it. And it's the impressions of old music. Old references, it's not even like a joke of an old reference.
You remember Gulliver Travels?
Remember Good Times, and they'll just and you will sing the theme song. They'll fucking go crazy.
Hey, you know them niggas was broke, but they never had roaches.
Yeah, and they lying. No,
but I'm talking about on Good Times. Them niggas that's the only problem they didn't fucking have.
Yeah, and plus probably mostly because it was like on the top, like apartments on the
roaches travel.
Yeah, sometimes, but
shit.
But yeah, that too. Do we want to say his name?
Oh, Ed, shout out to Ed Dixon.
Okay, so Ed, he did a joke about like roaches, and
because he got an intelligent roach to live in his apartment. It's
right.
funny as shit.
Yeah, and that made me think about would my capital letter roach joke work? But anyway, he did a joke, and it was funny, but it didn't work in the crowd because these motherfuckers are kind of bougie.
Let me tell you something. Them cars out there, I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Even the one that backed into the wall.
That's why she didn't care because she had money.
Okay, she was like,
I got another one at the house. But it's really bougie people, so they want to pretend they never even seen a roach before.
That's probably why they're charging it $10 because they knew.
But not the butcher's joke, but it's basically he was like, okay, I got this roach, and they know better, so they'll run into a corner, and I can't kill him with like your normal
Regular
shoes.
shoes,
So you have to get
Stacey
like
Adams.
those. Yeah, you have to get those pointed
You
shoes.
talking about how the roach, the exterminator came and the roach left a note talking about that this will kill you from your asthma before it'll kill me.
Right. So it was funny, but like they wanted to play off because they never. What's a
They're
roach?
like, oh, he talking about the roach left him
Yeah.
a note on the door. I was like, maybe the roach did. Shit.
And then the host kind of like did this thing that happened when I was in my first year of comedy, or she was like kind of roasting his set a little bit, and it was like, you need to get better stuff instead of just like moving along.
My old folks don't talk about this.
Like we're aware it didn't work. We're not fucking dumb. It didn't work with y'all, but she brought it up and made it worse. Did I tell you about the open mic competition I was in? Yeah, with the guy, and it didn't work for me, and he was like,
oh, it's okay.
yeah, no, he was like, damn, what the fuck he say? He was like,
This is a strong Band-Aid.
like this. Basically, he just like roasted me, not just kind of bombing, right? But yeah, whatever. I look back on those jokes, I get it. They weren't the greatest.
That's the shit that made me cuss a nigga out on stage.
Yeah,
like, bitch, if you really want to do this, we can do this.
But yeah, that fucked me up. That fucked up my writing for like a year because of that shit. But anyway, whatever. The show in general, just
It was fancy, but it was unorganized. Well, one thing I'm starting to realize, if stuff is unorganized and going weird, as long as it's funny, I guess it's acceptable.
Yeah, they don't care about waiting late, as long as when you come and it's funny. They laughed at the person they came for, basically. So I guess all that really matters. The crowd.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I know we ain't gonna talk about old boy jumping you. So we're not gonna say the names, but somebody jumped Judah in line.
It's all right. Let's not, because I'm gonna get mad. But just know the niggas on my shit list now. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I feel like comedy wise, I have been very, I be cool. I'm professional. One thing about it, I am professional. I always show up on time. Matter of fact, I always show up early. I never go over my time. I feel like that alone should speak for itself. But I'm gonna be real with you. Next year, I'm not being as politically correct as, like, I'm not super politically correct, but like, I don't give a fuck. Like in 2024, like I feel like I'm gonna have to be selfish, because it seems like selfish motherfuckers getting all the best spots, doing all the best bookings, getting fucking auditions and opportunities. So I'm gonna start being a selfish motherfucker. So that's just where I'm at.
That's what you gotta do, because a lot of people really is just under these, kind of kissing ass and getting under these people's names and annoying them to get on these shows most of the time. It was like kind of like last night. It's like, since she didn't know the set, it was just whoever ran up there first.
Because I'm surprised they weren't. And that's one thing I appreciated, because, I'm telling them, hey, here we go on the list.
Right.
But that thing went, I don't care who come up to the stage.
Yeah, that was
that low key.
Right. But it's whatever. It was a show. I wrote, did I finish the notes? I was like,
I didn't get paid, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So, I said old black people love music and references and stereotypes. And halfway through the show, it kind of went a little too far, because the lady had sponsors for the show, and one of them was the neighborhood, like, Asian.
Oh, baby, she ain't even just the neighborhood. She is in almost every city. She got a fucking hair shop, baby.
That's even worse than what she said.
Cause look, she been around long enough that she used to give Aries Hello Kitty rings and shit.
That's even worse than.
She been around for in the community for at least 20 years.
Right.
Cause Aries is 14 now.
Well, I don't want to put like thoughts in this lady's head, but I just looking at how her body language was in the chair after. Okay, so the host brought up not brought her up, but like mentioned the sponsor, which was the Asian lady, but the stores, whatever that you just mentioned. And of course, she stands up and waves at everybody. She's like, "Oh yeah, Asians love the black people and stuff like that." But she was like, "I'm afraid of y'all people," and kind of went down this whole thing about like Asians and salons, and did that typical joke about like them talking a different language, talking shit about us, blah blah blah. And then it went a turn, and she was like, "I don't know what they be cooking. They talk cooking dog or something." And then the whole crowd, all the black people, was like, "Oh shit." And as the roast went along, I watched the Asian lady, kind of like the slump, and I know when a motherfucker not laughing because it's not it's not so much that it's not funny. It's more like, all right, move along, please. Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the last time.
I'm gonna be real with you. Even if Asian people did eat dog, it's a fucking animal.
Yeah, who cares?
It's a goddamn man. People eat horses. I think I accidentally ate horse once. That shit was delicious.
Motherfuckers, gator, all types of shit. But
I just won't eat deer. I ate deer once and I felt bad. You know why I won't eat deer like that? Yeah. The shit was delicious, but I felt really bad.
But yeah, she did that typical Asians eat dog joke and shit, and I'm like, oh, she gonna fuck up her money doing this fucking old ass joke. It was never funny in the first place. So
I ain't touching it.
But yeah, she ain't gonna touch it either.
God damn it, George.
But yeah, that was fun to watch. I was like, oh shit, I want to see the backlash of that. You have to give me the name so I can probably look it up and see.
I know one thing. Speaking of shows, I'm going to see. If you got your tickets to DreamCon in Austin, congratulations, because they was fighting over that shit. Like they was giving our reparations. But if anybody knows anybody who hosts any of the comedy shows they do that's associated with that, please let me know. Because I would love to come to Austin and get paid more than $25 and meet some people. Or
negative $10.
I want to meet Cookie, but I feel awkward since I saw her vagina on the internet now.
Yeah, I've been seeing her vagina a lot.
Yeah.
I only followed her because of you. I only followed, then all of a sudden she been sucking dick and shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, girl, get your money, but whatever. Shit.
That kind of shit make me competitive, though. Like, bitch, bar for bar, bitch. But I was like, goddamn. Like, usually people make their own little porn page.
Like a separate one. Not your whole music, but whatever. I guess it makes more money.
But the crazy thing is, kids probably follow her because her shit went viral on TikTok. Ma, what's that? Oh, that's a clitoris?
Now she fucking throating somebody's dick. Like, Jesus.
Hard. Eating coochie. Now she asking people who want to do OnlyFans shit. I was like, bitch.
Like, hey, it must be good. Anyway, I mostly listened to it. I had you listen to it, but I could tell you was bored.
At 5 o'clock in the morning? That?
Yeah.
George, I was half dead.
It don't matter. I still had you.
I was listening to it.
But after listen to it a second time, I did realize how much they were repeating themselves about certain stuff. The point is, I listened to this podcast, and I have a bit. I have a joke about people about me and Judah talking about reincarnation, and she was talking about wanting to come as a rich dog, and I do this rant about people keeping dogs for too long, basically, right? So it kind of just good timing that this came out. This podcast where I was talking about this company that's trying to make a medicine.
Hey, and what's funny, they doing that with cats too.
Yeah.
To make them live to 30. Why is it the 30? Why is it always the 30?
You see, at 17, they already look like trash people.
Well, no, goddamn. Trisha's cat is 17.
Yeah. How did that motherfucker look?
She mean.
Yeah, because
she's technically 84 in cat years.
And they trying to extend it. They not even trying to solve the animal cancer or whatever the fuck, right? They just trying to just give it a little bit more life. Real big dogs, they die early because they so goddamn big or whatever, and they trying to extend that, which I feel personally, I think that's unethical. Because
it's a lot.
Because it's one thing try to if they sick and you're trying to that's different, but no, you trying to cure old age. Let that motherfucker die. And it's funny because now after I wrote that joke, all of a sudden that video of that dog on the wheels.
Oh, that was bad.
That one keeps floating around.
But you know what was funny? Like I said, okay, so I had a video to prove my point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, George, this is what I was trying to tell you. Because the white girl's like, hey, go with me to wake up my dogs. And she goes into a 2-story fucking dog house. The motherfuckers got a slide in that bitch. They got a fireplace in that bitch. They got bunk beds in that motherfucker.
What the fuck a dog gonna do with a fireplace?
I don't know. Shit, that nigga had, but he has it. Yeah. We can't buy a house. The dog has a 2-story house. The dog had an upstairs and a downstairs. I said, you see why I want to come back, right? And then your point was proven too. So, yeah. Cause
you'll have a nice life, but
somebody said, please send that motherfucker to God.
Send it, kill it.
He was so happy to be there.
And yeah, because it has no point. It has no choice. But when I wrote the joke, I understand how it comes off I'm being yeah, kill the dog, and I tried to make it seem less brutal, but my point still stands. Looking at that video, I'm like, you are extending this dog's life that can't do shit. And so far as I'm writing it right now, the last punchline line until I write it some more is, if your dog is sleeping all day, that
Like a
motherfucker
cat?
that motherfucker is practicing. Like, let that motherfucker go.
That's
Like,
a good thing about cats. You can't tell.
like, yeah, cats.
You okay? Look, bitch, I'm on hour 17
and cats
of 18.
and cats will go and die.
Dogs will too.
But now with these families,
Oh,
they
yeah.
won't allow them.
Cause like when my dog Spot, I think Spot was like 12.
Yeah.
He just went off in the woods and died. And my cats, like if they were hurt, they just went off as far as they could.
Yeah.
Cause they were getting attacked. That's how both of them died.
Right.
But they like one of them just got in the back of the couch and just.
Yeah.
At least we can remove the parts of the sectional. That kind of
Right.
worked out. But you know.
Every time we bring up the cat behind the couch, I think of that Hoarder episode.
Nah. Wait, you saw the one where they found that cat that was flat and they had to pick it up with the
Yeah.
dash.
Yeah, it was underneath all that trash. That's crazy.
Nigga, when I tell you.
I want to do more research on the TikTok ones I've been sending you of like the Japanese hoarder houses where just like it's trash to damn near the roof.
I saw that
them
shit.
motherfuckers. That I want to know how the fuck that happens.
You know what we should do? My mom has photo albums from when she used to clean hoarder houses. We should post some of those on Instagram.
Yeah, she got to send me.
One place she thought they were standing on carpet, and like she was cleaning the living room, and the lady that was cleaning with her was like, "Hey, I found the floor." And my mom was like, "What the fuck you mean you found the floor?" She's like, "You're not standing on the floor." My mom was like, "What is it?" They were like, "It's cat hair and cat shit compacted. You think it's a carpet, but it's cat shit." Then she would find money. Like one dude, she found his rent money she gave. I said, I'm gonna get him the envelope back. But like my nephew cleaned with her and found he had like jars of pennies. I'm not picking up no damn pennies. I know the pennies was pissy.
Speaking of them finding some money, you see that TikTok? I don't like it's on TikTok, so you don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, where I sent you the one about Taco Bell?
Yeah, okay, so you sent me that.
Nigga, let me tell you something.
Like if Taco Bell, if you order something off DoorDash and they sent this person their food and a bunch of envelope, I guess payroll.
They didn't get the food.
Oh, so it's just payroll
I wouldn't have said shit.
in a bag.
I wouldn't have said shit. But this is not the first time. This is like the third time this shit has happened.
Yeah.
I'm not telling nobody shit. I'm gonna be real with you. Did you
Oh,
get your
yeah.
food? Yeah, the tacos are great.
Definitely, I would not say a shit. People be like, "Oh, it's a good deed."
No, bitch. Not in this economy.
Not anymore.
Somebody said not in this economy.
What we say last episode is like we this is our villain arc. This is like we tried to be good. So if a blessing come in like that, I'm just gonna have to take
Cause that shit be
sin.
confusing. Like, God, are you blessing me or you testing me?
Like, don't test me, man. Not with money.
Now when my rent is
Now, like let me find like a puppy with a wounded leg or something. Test me that way. I'll help that, but don't send me something to pay my rent.
right. Oh,
like-
nigga. Speaking of, we gotta start looking around because you know our rent finna go up.
Yeah. I mean, we got 6 months.
Man, but hold on. So the fucking let me tell you something. This apartment has been hell. What pissed me off during the moving process? I was dealing with housing. Housing was not playing. Oh, side note, did you see this one housing authority in the area kicked out all the tenants?
No.
They kicked out all the tenants, told them they were tearing the apartments down. They come back and they find out they rent these hoes out for $1,500 a month. So it was housing, and they kicked these people came home and they shit was on the corner.
Yeah, I think I seen the beginning of it, but never watched the whole thing.
Oh yeah, they going to court and shit now.
Oh
But,
yeah, especially if you lie like that.
But they went into the housing authority. Housing authority called the police on them.
Yeah,
To make them leave. But the thing is, like, people always talking about people living off the government. Let me tell you something. My insurance is controlled by the government. My bank account is controlled by the government. Like, legally, I can't have more than $2,000 in savings, which suck when you try to like get a house or a car or a down payment or some shit.
Right.
Housing. When we came up here, they were like, okay, well, we waited till the last minute to get everything switched over and approved. But if you find an apartment, you can't move in until we inspect it or we won't pay rent. So, like, niggas finna be homeless, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had called over 40
Yeah,
apartments.
and they whole process of like do it. Oh, it was like only the 30 days before you move type shit.
Yeah.
Like that's not enough time. Yeah, I know
And
that.
the crazy thing is, I was going to put you on my, my stuff because you were doing my home health. and they got to do fucking background checks and shit. And if they hadn't done that in time, then they were like, well, he can't,
Right.
It's just like a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I feel like once I transfer, then the process should begin. You know what I'm saying? Like once I pay my last month rent in my current place, it should begin. But also, I had called 40 different apartments and wasn't getting no callbacks or nothing. Or wasn't getting no callbacks till like September, October. Now all of these apartments are popping up on TikTok. Oh, we got vacancies. We got openings. We got... And I'm like, where the fuck was this at?
Yeah, all this money, probably all them application fees, they going into fucking TikTok ads.
And then I don't remember used to having to pay that much or at all for application fees. That's weird.
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay to apply?
Yeah, somebody was talking about too. I think I saved it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
At this point, I'm not opposed to us getting a 2-bedroom house and then just getting like a she shed in the back. Like if you need like your own space, getting 2 of them little shed things in the back. Putting them all side by side, sticking a door in the middle of them bitches. You can have your side, I can have my side. You know what I'm saying? Like put little offices and shit out there.
Right.
Cause shit is just getting too expensive.
Alright. I'm gonna break, but I'm not pausing it. Let's see if I can find this shit.
But no, it's just pissing me off because and then like I couldn't get like a view of these apartments, but then now they showing videos and shit. Like it's pissing me off, to be honest with you. But now, as I was saying, we moved into this bitch, and first of all, we inherited roaches. And then we had issues with the paperwork. Then once we got rid of the roaches, we got gnats. Then the fucking refrigerator. I've been complaining about the refrigerator since July, and that bitch finally went out having to throw out milk and weenies and cheese. My fucking cheese molded. Cheese lasts just as long as goddamn Queen Helen cocoa butter.
Yeah, we might throw away them eggs too, because I wanted to make them cookies. I might go to the store and grab.
If they float, they're bad, but they didn't float the other day, but they might float now. Look, we all float here.
So okay, I'm finna play this TikTok. I might have played it in the beginning of this episode because I think people liked it. Some people's telling me they like how I did the teacher one. So I'm gonna play it here, but it might be in the beginning as well. So if it's a repeat, just skip like 3 minutes.
Rental process is so stupid. Just to rent an apartment, they got the most ridiculous set of circumstances you need to go through. The requirements, they list out a bunch of requirements that if you could meet them, you wouldn't even live at this place. Your income has to be 3 times the rent. Why? If my income was 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 1.5 times the rent, what difference would it really make? I can sign the lease, get the keys, and get fired the same day. Y'all gonna come put me out if I get laid off from work? No, you just gonna expect your rent on the first. Me personally, I've never heard of an apartment complex checking your job after you get the apartment. I'm just saying, if you're not gonna check in every week to see if I got a paycheck, then you probably shouldn't be that strict at the beginning. It's the same thing with a credit score. Like, yeah, it was 720 when I moved in. Things changed since then. I got laid off. I got fired. I started smoking crack. Anything could have happened. I stopped paying some bills. I got behind on some. My credit 580 now. I wouldn't qualify to get this apartment that I already live in. The circumstances don't make sense. You're not coming to my door to evict me as long as I'm making the payments. And the credit thing, that's a whole nother scam in itself. We'll say that for another time. Like, that's supposed to be some indicator that I pay my bills on time. That could change at any moment. And then you want references for an apartment. You got my job, my credit history, my rental history. Who I'm right in front of you right now, and you still want reference? What more do you need to know? You already did a background check. I need somewhere to eat, sleep, and shit before I go back to the corporate plantation 5 days a week. Just like any one of my references that I would be giving you, make it make sense. You want a security deposit, first month's rent, and last month. How did we get to last month? I don't have the keys yet. I'm paying last month's rent, and I ain't spent the first day in the apartment. And then what's up with this application fee? I can see if it was like the cost of doing business. You got to do some kind of check, and it's $15, $20, $25. Sure. Look at my information first and see if it's even worth it to do that, which, of course, they just take the fee and it just is what it is. To me, it would be more reasonable if you at least check some of my paperwork to see if we even need to go that far. And then, how the hell did we get from 20 to 25? I used to get free applications. Now, when you get 50, 60, 75, 125, $150 for an application For what? I'm not paying you $150 to fill out some papers. They digital nowadays. They're not even real papers. This is stupid. My first apartment, they wanted 4 pay stubs to see my consistency at this job and what I make on average. I be hearing people now, they want 6 months worth of pay stubs, your bank statement, your tax refund, your tax record, blood of your first child. First of all, no. Second of all, hell no. Lastly, all you really want to know is if I'm about to make this payment every month, and all the information you are asking me does not correlate to that at all. And my favorite, technically least favorite part, is the amount they charge for rent does not make sense in any human universe that exists today. 425 square feet, and it's only $1,300 a month. Don't you say only to me and then say some big ass number. I'm liable to elbow you in your eyeball. Read the room. Look at the economy. Look at the average income in your area and tell me where you getting these prices from. And then mind you, you can't even have a roommate because if you had an extra person on the application, now you got to make 6 times the rent to pay the same amount of rent being split over 2 people. You would think this would be better, but this somehow makes it worse. Moral of the story.
Are you serious?
Here is my ski mask. Because let me tell you.
How much was your first apartment?
My first apartment
And
was.
what year was it?
I want to say 2011, 2012. About 400, 450 max.
My first apartment was.
And like the deposit was like 800 or something.
My first apartment was a 1-bedroom with a sunroom, which was just like a little ass. It should have been a balcony. I don't know why the fuck they closed that shit in. It was $585, and my next one was $515. No same apartments cost. I'm gonna look up this old apartment I used to stay in and see how much they cost now.
Yeah, I did that last year, and it's now like 900 for the 1-bedroom I had. Which
that's not bad, but it's not.
It's not.
$750 first month's full rent off.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, the apartment I had with my ex, the trailer, it was like 700, 800 when I had it. It was 3-bedroom for a 3-bedroom, and now I look it up, it's like 1,100, 1,200. I mean, it's better than this place still, but
God damn.
because I was thinking about going to move back right before I moved here to Texas with you. And I looked at the prices. I was like, that's not going to work.
It ain't no fucking way. These shits cost the same amount as these.
Especially not in Alabama. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to get fucking $1,200 a job in Montgomery, Alabama? Like, even with the raises at Walmart. I don't want to fucking work in Walmart again.
Like, I be trying to figure out how much I would have to make for us to just live comfortably. But at the same time, I realize if I do start back working full time, I'm gonna lose my damn insurance.
Yeah, it'll probably get worse. Unless you find a really good job.
But a lot of people, even if I find a really good job, my schedule is hell for people.
Yeah.
Because just being missing 4 hours out the day.
Yeah.
Unless I could do night dialysis, but that's not gonna work because you work nights. Even the 5 in the morning to 9 type shit is a problem.
Yeah. Look, it's like we said it before, we say it again. It's mostly a car. If the car wasn't so damn expensive,
I'm telling you, if we get a house, we letting that car go.
Yeah, especially if we find something on the north side, and I could kind of like just walk to work.
It just all depends on what school she get into, honestly.
She better learn how to hike like we did back in the day through the mountains and the snow.
It's not about hiking. I'm not about to get arrested to have a kid in one school zone, but I be in another one.
I'm gonna give her as a fucking Yosemite.
Yeah, it's not even about that. It's about the school zone.
Give her a horse or something.
Because if, like, say we move to the north side, but she still go to school in Crowley, we can get arrested for that shit. And I'm not doing this
for
shit.
Being in a different school district.
For living in one school district and sending your kid to another one.
Get arrested. What you do? What you in there for?
Like, you didn't hear about that black lady who got arrested for sending her kid to a better school district?
No.
Yep.
I probably did, but
she faced like years in prison.
What you in here for? Send my kid to a different school. Damn.
Nepotism.
Oh shit. We don't fuck with that one.
Then I was talking about that thing where that dude was talking about. I sent you the thing about the student loans.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's so they were talking about this girl was doing an interview and they're like, "Are you ever gonna pay back your student loans?" And she was like, "Motherfucker, no."
Oh, you talking about the guy with the stalks?
No, not the black guy. It was a different one.
Yeah. Well, why you find that it was another one where a guy was talking about and it didn't work out because I bought stocks. to see if it worked. Because he was
Did
trying
you
to
sell
get
them?
he was trying to get, yeah, I sold it already. Yeah, it was
Was
supposed
that a
to
benefit or no?
like 15 cents.
Oh God.
Well, I had a feeling if I haven't done it yet. Okay, I got it now.
I was
But
laughing at you
watch.
talking about we got the same timeline.
Cause we do. You be sending the stuff. I had just watched like the Arthur Morgan one. I had
That
just
shit was
watched it like
funny.
10 minutes ago.
That's probably why I was seeing it.
Uh,
Hold on, let me see if this is it. Yeah, here it is.
That you signed with your name, agreeing to pay back. Do you not feel a moral responsibility? Not at all.
Go back and watch that whole video. That's her responding to him, asking her if she feels obligated to pay back her student loans. And she said no. I used to work, and also the person who you'll see afterwards how she talks about historically about debt. I used to work in debt settlement for about 3 to 4 months. And when I tell you, the palm-colored males that I worked with, they had been in the business for over a decade. And they told me that they had seen it themselves. And I think one of them even, he had this done for himself, where because he had a connection to somebody who worked like in a higher position at a bank, they did not go through a debt settlement program. They did not pay back the debt. They asked them, hey, could you wipe out my debt for me? And they would say yes. Because they knew somebody who knew somebody. We are not running the same race. We never have. Do with that what you will.
So this is why I'm starting to believe. Okay, white people have nepotism. We gotta start having negrotism. That means we gotta start doing shit that may not be up and up to get our kids the benefit. Because it's like this. Imagine you playing a soccer game against somebody, right? And they tie one of your arms behind your back and they take one of your fucking shoes off, but you still trying to play fair. And they got fucking Cristiano Ronaldo playing in their place.
Right.
We not playing the same goddamn game.
right.
Bitch, you got motherfucking Cristiano Ronaldo and I got double handicaps, bitch. And I'm fat. I got 3 handicaps, bitch.
Okay, the Sally Mae stocks went down by $2 so far.
Well, that's a start.
So I mean, good thing I didn't lose money. I could have went broke with that $2.
That bitch ain't never getting her money from me. One time I was doing a show and it's like this lady who worked for Sally Mae was in the audience. I said, tell them they ain't never getting their shit.
All right.
And
then they be acting like this they money. Like, bro, get on somewhere, man.
my mom used to work for a loan company. She was like, hey, it's not that serious.
Do they even get their money?
Child.
Because I get it if you want to fight for the money if they forgave yours because you work for them. That's cool. But, like, if you still got to pay it back, too.
Man, look, I'll be giving people that look. Hey, what can you put on?
We definitely gonna have to start just cheating in life. Like, fuck. Well, Eddie Guerrero said, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Like,
Man, because I knew people who parents used to like do that. Like, they had this little contest when Eric used to be at the reading club, and you supposed to like they gave these kids paper fucking guitars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why this motherfucker come in with a whole Lego made fucking guitar? I was like, that's cheating, you son of a bitch. It's cheating because if everybody else just did the fuck colored the paper, and you know his daddy helped him with that shit.
right.
I was like, y'all just be out here cheating for no goddamn reason.
Competition in children.
And then when you come from racist ass places, shit, y'all ass already at a goddamn disadvantage.
And then that's crazy. They got their stuff forgiven, and they not even the ones that actually need it. Yeah.
But that's like when I was in school, like these kids were getting scholarships that they didn't fucking need.
Yeah.
If I applied for damn near 200 scholarships, there's no way that I didn't get any of them motherfuckers, especially if I knew I qualified for them.
Mm-hmm.
But you getting all these white kids that's going to local fucking colleges to just come back to their fucking hometown. All this, man, fuck y'all. And fuck you, Miss Cartwright. You were the worst fucking student goddamn counselor ever, you drunk fucking bitch. Hope you get hit by a car, you weird hair having ass bitch.
Right.
That's why nobody loves you, bitch. I'm sorry.
Off subject a little bit, because you made me remember. Remember, like, you ever think about the first time, like the first thing that made you think about doing comedy, or even before you even thought about doing comedy? And I remember I was in FBLA, like Future Business Leaders of America.
Oh, you bougie ass nigga.
Back in high school, and I won a scholarship for it. And because the thing that I think I tricked them into thinking I was like worth the money, because I was the only one out of like, I think it was like 20 kids or whatever. I'm pretty sure they gave the money to one bunch more. I hope they didn't just give it to me, because then I feel bad. But I would take the bus in St. Louis at like 3-4 in the morning to go across town like get on the bus, take the train by myself. And I think I was like a junior or senior, whatever.
And at least bought you a car here.
And yeah, that would have been better. That would have helped me out. But they saw that and just like, oh yeah, he
really wants it.
Yeah, he wants this stuff.
He's one of the good ones,
right? So yeah, I won a scholarship. But then we had like a speech, like the last speech of everybody doing what we learned in FBLA and all the trips, and that was the first time I made people laugh on stage. It wasn't even good jokes. It was just I made like a dumbass. I don't even remember what it was. It was like something about pollution. It was like, oh, if you don't want that, then don't do that or something like that. And they laughed, and I was like, okay. And now I think about it, I was like, yeah, that's the first instance of stand-up comedy. All right.
Like, why am I going to college? I could just do this.
Yeah, I could just make people laugh, then get depressed and want to kill myself.
I mean, that's gonna happen anyway.
Now I have a reason why I want to.
Stupid.
No. Yeah, but can you think of one that made you? What was the first thing?
I wrote my first joke in the middle of Brookshire Brothers about Martha Stewart getting mauled by a cat while trying to bathe it. I did the act out and everything. I don't know. It was just something about what Martha Stewart. It used to piss me off, and then she became a felon, and I was like, oh, I like this lady.
All right.
I did the whole fucking act out and the cat sounds. My mom was dying laughing.
I got mauled yesterday playing Red Dead.
Because they killed our horse.
Yeah, after they killed Duchess, I had found Domino, the smaller horse, and I was running around, and I saw a red dot following me. And I was like, is that an enemy? What are you following me for? And it was just like a tiger or whatever the fuck, leopard. Just behind a tree. I'm like, oh, shit. And the horse got scared and fucking kicked me off. I was like, oh, shit. And I was trying to get up, and the motherfucker started mauling me before I got up. And
yeah, the motherfucker weird.
And I was using a fucking bolt action sniper, so I had to fucking reload while it was running at me. I'm like, and it fucking got me. And of course, it's not there when I go back. I'm like, I was gonna fuck that motherfucker up.
Your anger issue.
I still think, okay, we pretty much done with this episode. I'm just kind of rambling now. It was
something I was trying to remember.
Well, why you remember? It was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what I'm talking about. It was his mission. It was a guy who had a wanted pitch poster, and it looked like he was playing along. I picked him up. He was in front of his family.
Oh God! And you killed that lady for no goddamn reason.
No, I had it. No. The second instance, because of the timeline, it did. Of course, the second time, it was no reason.
I told you not to do it.
The first time I went to go pick him up, he was cool, and he was playing along, and we get off, and he escapes. I pick him back up. And before we left, he told his son to go get some people to come and jump me. So I killed them, and I go and kill the mom and the son in front of him. And me killing the son restarted the mission. I wasn't supposed to do that.
So you frightened the child.
Yeah, no, cause it was funny.
Bitch, it was a bomb.
It was a very funny cut because because I couldn't aim because the game won't allow you to aim at a kid and shoot. So I set some dynamite right next to him. And right as it was blowing up, the screen went black. It's like the kid was scared and had me to redo the mission. But now I have this knowledge because it restarted to the beginning of the mission when I first picked him up.
All right.
So it restarted to the beginning when I first picked him up. Before he called and I get jumped. And I already got this knowledge that he's gonna do this. So I killed a wife, and he was like, "You are a murderer! Like you did this!" And so like that. And he kept talking about it, and I dropped him off.
That nigga was snitching on you too.
Yeah, he was telling the sheriff when I dropped off. He was like, "This man murdered my wife," and because of how these games are designed, I gotta, even though this is a side mission,
it's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back and bite me in the ass because I did that.
I told you not to kill that lady.
But it's no easy way to just go back and do the mission again because remember the kid ran off the second time.
He ran off the first time, but he ran off after you left.
The second time he went back. He was just standing there and he let me kill him. But after I killed his mom, because the order that I killed everybody, I killed the mom. The kid got scared and he ran off. So I couldn't find the kid, so I couldn't go and kill him to restart the mission.
I told your ass not to kill that lady.
So I did the mission, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna fuck me later, but it's whatever.
Look, I got the overwhelming fat girl urge to go to Winco and just walk around.
I was gonna go after I get out the gym. I mean, I can go after too.
If y'all see me, depending on when this come out, like I've been posting pictures with these really beautiful braids. Shout out to Cece. I cut all my hair off tonight. Enjoy shaving my head like this.
I gave her the old Collins fade.
I mean, that was like the most intimate experience. That mean I really trust you. to be near my head with a sharp razor.
Yeah, the thing is too, I didn't mind doing it because my mom got her hair cut before and didn't tell me because she had cancer.
Yeah.
So she was losing her hair because of the chemo, and she got it cut while I was at school, and I came back, or was it work? What I think I was old enough. I think it was work. And it was a nice cut or whatever, but I was cutting my hair at the time, so she could have just let me do it instead of paying somebody. But I guess she didn't want me to. So I wanted to do it, right? But she didn't give me that chance. So it's like, not to put you down like like you're a cancer patient.
I don't know. It's just kidney failure. Look, cancer got a cure. Got a possible cure with chemo. Kidney failure,
Kidney
not
cancer. Really. If it was the Mortal Kombat, it'd be the same word. Like,
yeah, just finisher.
It's there. Cancer with a K.
I had to go wake up Moose so she could see it. She's like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "Because
you were sad today.
But honestly,
you did this to me."
Honestly, like, that's why I'm kind of glad I paid for it. If you would have paid for it, I would have felt obligated to keep it up for a few more weeks.
Yeah, real talk. That's kind of the reason why I didn't, because I knew it was going to take it down.
Well, no, like with these two, for some reason, they started sliding and pulling, and that, like, whatever this is in my head, it fucking hurts. Like, I'll stand up and I'll start feeling like these little pangs, and I have to do like this or lay down. And I was like, I don't know if it was just. Honestly, I think I'm getting traction alopecia, like from the twist and stuff being in my hair so long, it's starting to pull against my hair and it's breaking it off. So my hair is not as strong as it used to be. Right. And so, but I got my hair braided because I wasn't feeling really good about myself. And I was like, oh, in my head, my hair gonna look like this and I'm gonna be cute. And then my hair looked cute, but my face was the same. But this, I feel better and I feel like it looks better. I feel like I look really good with short hair.
It's cleaner.
Yeah, and if I ever dive into lesbianism, like, I'm already halfway there,
You seen those AI pictures of Jada as Jane too, with bigger titties for some reason? It's always bigger titties.
That's probably the only way people can tolerate her.
Lord. Okay. Oh, did I ever tell you? Because I was watching Men in Black, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, Rosario and her are basically Rosario is like two peas in the same pod. It's like in like a Star Wars sense, is like Rosario is a Jedi and Jada is the Sith. So it's like same young beautiful women at the time, very beautiful women, and no dude can like resist. But then one just came evil for some reason. It just came super fucking evil.
Because, brother, bitterness, I'm like, God damn.
I would love. Now I kind of want to see that now.
See what?
Jada go play opposite of Rosario's what's the character she playing?
Oh yeah.
As I was damn, the one with the octopus head.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know her name.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Look, I'm very behind on my story. Look, I gotta catch up on goddamn Mandalorian.
Ahsoka
season. Shit, I don't even know where we at.
That I really want. I'm gonna write that on Facebook. Now to put it in the universe, maybe it'll happen.
Put some money in the universe too. More money, more money, more money, more money.
Maybe tag it on Twitter so they'll never see it. Fucking steal it and then never give me credit.
Bruh, like when I was finna submit for that joke. Man,
okay. Contests in general.
I needed the money though.
Contests in general, I never trust.
If I could just write some jokes specifically for that contest, I can win a couple. Look,
this might be a hot take for everybody, but when you see like a celebrity make like a joke contest or like script contest, they're gonna keep your shit. Yeah, they legally are going to keep your stuff. They're going to pay you if you win, and they're going to, even if you don't win, they might just in a contract. They might
because in that Jordan Peele thing, they're like, hey, we got the rights to like even use something similar to your shit. Right.
And that's just like what's the word? Can I go for? It's like uncreative. It's like writing without having to write. They're just paying for the script.
I know what I forgot to tell you. Huh? So I'm part of Book Talk. Mm-hmm. Which one day I'm gonna start because my book is terrible before I rewrite it. I just look, y'all had me writing smut. It's not great. It's not terrible. It could be better. I might throw my little book in there like review my shit and help me make it better. This white author on Twitter is beefing with this Nigerian author who put out a book about her. The Nigerian girl put out a book about a character named Nova who gets her power from the sun because we are black and melanin. She is beefing with her. She ain't even put her book out yet. She said she got a copyright of the sun, and she has a black character named Nova, and so she feel like this black woman in Nigeria ripped off her book, which hasn't been published. This shit gonna get good. Oh my God. Imagine telling a black person, I copyrighted the sun. Somebody's like, wait till she hear about Superman.
Copyright the sun?
Yeah, because they get their power from the sun. She's like, what? Wait till she hear about Superman.
Wait till she find out about plants. What the fuck?
I think people be on drugs for real.
Like, they just desperate to try to keep anything, honestly.
But you gonna tell a black person, I wrote a black character. Bitch.
It's like, that's trying to sue somebody for like having a character that flies. Like, come on now.
Like, that's why I be like real weird about white people writing black, like, what's the hate you give? Mm-mm. I'm like, why do y'all keep trying to write black experiences? That's one thing about Anne Rice. At least she had some respect for the culture she was writing about.
Right.
But yeah, like, I think that's about it for me.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a short episode. It never is.
I mean, we chilling. I'm enjoying the conversation.
That's really it, y'all.
We got a Patreon. We got stuffs.
We're gonna figure out how exactly the structure of all this. Huh?
So starting in 2024, once a month, I'm going to try to put out an episode of Fat Girl Magic. Mm-hmm. It's weird to talk to myself, so I've been looking for some people to interview and shit. So it might be me, it might be we, it might be three, but shit, we gonna try.
And I think I figured out with this last episode of the Hooms that I think I'm just gonna stick with like one topic and just focus on that, because this last episode that I recorded this morning was about the pocket notebooks and just like going down that rabbit hole. I think it's just easier. Because all the topics that I think of, I'm like, oh, that'll be good for blurs instead. And like, so I might as well just stick to one topic for now. But yeah,
we're still experimenting.
Leave a voicemail for all three shows
or a text.
725-999-2704.
If you don't specify, we just gonna put it to whichever one we feel like it go best.
Right, it can be for either one. Or we'll use the same one for multiple ones. It's different shows, different
recycling.
Yeah. But okay, and if you just want to send an email as well, theblerdspod, TheBlerdZpod@gmail.com. Everything be in the description. Send it there. Okay. That's it, y'all.
Bye. Buy some shit.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa,
New Year,
Chanukah.
all of them. All right, peace.